Good morning. I'm Nicholas De Leon, and this is the Tucson Daily Brief for February 20th, 2026. Turning to government and policy, Tucson leaders push back on cuts amid $27 million deficit. City officials face a $27 million shortfall this fiscal year, with the assistant city manager presenting four budget cutting options that total only $9.1 million in savings, a fraction of what's needed. During Wednesday's study session, the mayor and council reaffirmed their commitment to funding nonprofit organizations and the city's public drug use prevention programs, signaling resistance to the deepest proposed cuts. That's according to Arizona Luminaria. Pima County voters to decide on RTA sales tax renewal next month. Pima County residents will vote on two propositions in a special election. Prop 418, outlining a new 20-year regional transportation authority plan with 31 corridor improvement projects, and Prop 419, which would renew the half-cent sales tax that funds them. The tax, originally passed in 2006, would generate over $2 billion over 20 years, with more than $1 billion directed toward roadway corridors, bike lanes, and pedestrian facilities. That's according to KG9 ABC. Pima County adopts policies restricting ICE enforcement on county property. The Board of Supervisors passed a resolution limiting federal immigration enforcement on county property and barring masked law enforcement on county grounds. Supporters called it a meaningful statement. GOP Supervisor Christie dismissed it as toothless. The Tucson Agenda notes the measure is considered a first step, not a final answer. That's according to AZPM/Tucson Agenda. Marana rejects data center referendum petitions. The town of Marana has determined that citizen petitions seeking to put a proposed data center project to a public vote do not meet the requirements under Arizona law, effectively blocking the referendum effort. No further details on next steps were immediately available. That's according to AZPM. Arizona governor's GOP primary taking shape. Biggs versus Schweikert. Trump-backed Representative Andy Biggs and free market conservative Representative David Schweikert are emerging as the central contenders in the 2026 Republican primary for Arizona governor. The race carries implications for Pima County Republicans heading into midterms. That's according to Cronkite News. Starting with public safety, Nancy Guthrie case reward reaches $102,500 as tip calls flood PCSD. An anonymous $100,000 donation to 88 Crime brought the reward for information in the Nancy Guthrie disappearance to $102,500. The Pima County Sheriff's Department has added 4 extra dispatchers per shift after non-emergency call volume jumped by nearly 15,000 calls compared to the same period last year, from 80,455 administrative calls in early 2025 to 23,130 this February. Separately, DNA from gloves found 2 miles from Guthrie's home did not match any national database entry or DNA found at her property. That's according to KG9 ABC AZPM. In education, Arizona bill would strip teacher benefits over organized ICE protest callouts. Republican state lawmakers have introduced legislation that would revoke teacher benefits and limit state funding to school districts in cases of organized mass callouts, a direct response to statewide teacher sickouts in protest of ICE enforcement activity. Critics say the bill targets teachers for political activity. Supporters argue it protects students from disruption. That's according to AZPM. In business and development news, Arizona ACA enrollment dropped 66,000, Tucson area residents among those affected. A new report from Protect Our Care found 65,881 fewer Arizonans enrolled in ACA marketplace coverage this year compared to 2025, after Congress declined to extend premium tax credits that expired December 31. Health advocates warn the coverage gap will widen as more people cancel plans rather than pay higher premiums. The financial impact will ultimately fall on taxpayers through uncompensated emergency care. That's according to Arizona Mirror. Mission Motor Collective closes after 11 months. The motorcycle-themed bar and gathering space at Turupish Grant Arari announced an indefinite closure on social media, citing super high rent and just the basic costs of running the business. The venue opened in March 2025. Owners have not ruled out a future reopening. That's according to Tucson Foodie. Oro Valley stormwater fees rising in 3-year phased increase. Stormwater utility fees in Oro Valley will begin a phased 3-year increase effective July 1st. No additional detail on rate amounts was available in the RSS summary. That's according to Inside Tucson Business. And now your Tucson weather forecast. No active watches, warnings, or advisories for Pima County. Today, Friday, February 20. Slight chance of rain showers between 7 and 10 a.m., then mostly sunny. High near 60 degrees. West wind 2-9 maybayo. Precipitation chance 20%. Tonight, clear, low around 35 degrees F, west wind 2 to 7 mayar, precipitation chance 0%. Tomorrow, Saturday, Feb 21, sunny, high near 72 degrees F, east wind 2 to 6 mayar. Outlook. A cool and dry Friday gives way to a pleasant weekend with Saturday reaching the low 70s under full sun. The week ahead appears to trend warmer with no significant precipitation in the forecast. That's your Tucson Daily Brief for February 20th, 2026. I'm Nicholas De Leon. Have a great day.